everybody is doing well with all the happenings of the world. I was trying to figure out what specifically, I guess, we will be doing today, if you want to say doing. The guidance keeps coming back to this idea of stillness. And maybe we haven't quite yet figured out the fundamentals of stillness. And so I had this idea that maybe it's just us. We need to find stillness and quietness inside. And because we are joining our energies together, uniting our forces to generate light, it's so important for us to become that hollow bone, to become that channel of light, to be clear of thought. Just like they say, with intention and frequency equals healing, it's our intention that we hold, and then the frequency in our mind, vibrations of our thought, either distort or create healing. And then in that mix, if our mind's so busy, we can't become those hollow bones to be a pure channel for light. And in all of that, we miss out on listening to and hearing that still small inner voice. So as we get started, bring your hands out in front of you, and we're going to gently rub the palms together. And as you rub the palms together, there's this sound of friction, right? You can hear it. So close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. And just listening to that sound of friction. Close your eyes. Settle into the space. And rub your hands so much so that you actually, maybe the fingertips come towards the wrists. So it's not as much as trying to rub them hard. It's almost a sound. So allow your mind, the busy mind, to entrain its focus upon the sound. And as you're doing that, just remembering to breathe. Sitting nice and tall. Lengthening through the back of your neck. So the crown of the head's the tallest part of the body. Again, focusing and training your mind upon the sound of your hands. And slowing it down. Press the palms into each other. Maybe they feel like they're buzzing. Let your thumbs rest to your sternum. Wherever your breath is, press it out. Let us inhale as one. And as we bow out into our chest, let us set in a personal intention. An intention for your healing. Knowing that as we intend for ourselves, it's an intention for all beings. For all sentient beings that live upon this plane, within this realm, upon this earthly plane. Including Mother Earth and Father Sky. And knowing that as we set this intention out for our healing, And Spirit is always listening. And Spirit always responds. And so what is intended for your highest good and the highest good of all those connected to you, it is done. So let your hands rest into each other. Each palm into palm. And bringing your awareness between your palms. Feel the resting of palm into palm. Feel the space where the skin from the left touches the right. Where the right touches the left. Feel the space right between where the skin of each palm touches each other. Bringing all your awareness to that place. Let your mind be still. Let your mind focus. Let's call upon Great Spirit, Father Sky, to surround us now in this beautiful healing light, to support us in every way. Let's call upon the Great Mother, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. And let's thank her for nourishing us in every day. Let's call upon the East, Archangel Raphael, great healer, to light the way. Let's call upon the South, Archangel Michael, to stand firm with us in every way. Let's call upon the West, Archangel Gabriel. May her loving arms always hold us. Let's Call upon the North, Archangel Uriel. May your wisdom guide us. Let us be still. In our stillness, we let go of thought and thinking. We let go of doing and trying. In a state of stillness, we are just being. Allowing, cultivating, generating. So allow your mind to be still. Allow the stillness to nourish you, to nourish your mind, to nourish your brain, to nourish the neurons, to nourish all parts of your physical form. Nourishing every cell, nourishing all parts of your DNA, nourishing all parts, every atom, every electron, every photon. In the space, stillness. It's feeling yourself dissolve and disappear. Becoming one with that unified force of light, of healing. Each of us, a frequency of light. So for yourself, becoming that light. By simply being still. The mind, the body, the heart, the soul, purified in all ways. yourself to be still. Great Spirit, you are the author of peace and clarity. You bring all things into perfect perfection and order. You align the stars and put Earth into orbit. Our minds are exhausted and weary, yet your strength never runs out. We bring to you our confusions, our decisions, our attention deficits, all to you, knowing you are the most wonderful counselor. And we speak your name, Great Spirit. And know that we are heard over every idea, every image that rebels against your heart. We ask that you cleanse our minds, you clear our heads, you settle our attention, you settle our hearts. We ask, may the spirit of your presence saturate our thoughts, renew and reinvigorate us by your light, Great Spirit. In the name of Great Spirit, we pray. So I ask you, in the space where we sit here, this temple of light, the stillness that you have created, I ask you to offer a prayer. I pray to all your loved ones, asking Great Spirit to hear your words, to bring healing to each of them. And so I offer you the space just to silently whisper out, speak out, whisper in your mind a prayer to your loved ones, those closest to you, even those a little bit further away from you, wherever they are. Offer this prayer. And now I ask you to offer a prayer to yourself, asking Great Spirit for your healing, for your personal transformation. And again, you can whisper it out, you can say it within, whatever feels right. Remember to thank Great Spirit, knowing that it is done. Now I ask you to share a prayer with the world. Maybe it's a community, maybe it's a species, maybe it's a country, maybe it's a forest, maybe it's the whole world as a whole, all of humanity. Take this moment here to share a prayer with Great Spirit, asking for this healing, asking for this transformation, and this inspired evolution. So take your time and take a moment here to whisper in your mind, or say out aloud, or just gently, like a breeze through the lips. It's barely audible. Remember to thank Great Spirit. Great Spirit, for this healing, we thank you. Bring the thumbs to the place of your third eye, just anointing that place and listening. This still small voice within, listening, asking that if for any guidance that needs to come through, may your mind be still enough to listen, to receive. May your spirit be strong enough to respond and take action. Gently float your hands back to the place of your heart. You're going to rub the palms together. Again, the same thing that we did in the beginning. Maybe they're a little sweatier, warmer. Maybe it doesn't have to be rubbed very hard. Let your mind be entrained upon the sound. This is a healing that you can do for yourself every day. And slowing it down and just gently bringing your hands right over your eyes, cupping your eyes. For your eyes receive this warmth, to receive this healing. Knowing that all eyes upon this planet receive this healing too. As you are a beacon of light, a conduit of light, a way shower, a light worker just by your presence. Let's rub our palms together again. Let's bring our hands over our ears, gently cup the ears. Feel this healing, this light, moving into the physical ear, healing anything on the physical level, allowing you to hear. And may all ears upon this planet hear the still small voice within that guides them to their highest and guides them to their best for all concerned. Bring the hands in front of your heart, gently rubbing them together. We're going to bring our hands just cup over our throat. This is an indication, an intention that we are healing our voices so that our voices may be heard, that we may speak from our hearts, and that all beings with a voice be heard as they speak from their heart. May all voices be in alignment with the Most High. Maybe you feel your throat. Maybe your voice relaxes, shifts and changes in frequency, so that your voice may become an instrument of the Most High. Let's bring our hands again in front of our heart, gently rub the palms. Bring your hands over the place of our heart. Let's bow into that space, feeling this beautiful light enter into our physical heart, so that all physical hearts on this planet may receive this healing. May this power of love be a fountain from within each heart, cascading out from each heart into the world. This fountain of love, this fountain of light. And see how wherever your hands rest, even covering the chest, covering the lungs, may all lungs upon this planet be healed. And so I invite you to envision your lungs filled with the brightest of light, whites and golds, and any other color you wish to bring through. And as you see that light within your lungs, knowing that this light is within all lungs, every human, every sentient being, may all lungs be healed, including the lungs of our Mother Earth. You can feel that. Hands together in front of the heart. Rubbing your hands. Bring your hands over our belly. Know that all bellies are nourished. And so within your belly, see the brightest light swirling through your belly, healing anything on the physical level that needs healing, knowing that all bellies will be filled with the right amount of food to nourish their body with the highest vibrational foods. And all foods that move into this belly will be transmuted into high vibrational nourishment. And may our bellies receive the nourishment that build stronger, healthier bodies. Let's rub our palms together. One more time. Slowly bring your hands down to your legs, palms down on your thighs. And where the hands rest, feel that heat. And feel that heat that penetrates your physical form. Fills your legs, your feet, works all the way up your legs into your pelvis. Filling your body up like liquid light, filling you all the way through your navel, your abdomen, all your organs, all the way to your heart and your lungs, into your arms, your shoulders, your fingers, your hands, your throat, your face, your ears, your eyes, your mouth, your tongue, into your head and into your brain, encapsulating your whole entire body, this physical form, this beautiful healing light. I invite you to fill this light with whites and golds and any color that comes to you now. Feel your body shimmering with this light, each cell like a pool of light, a still pool of light. And you can imagine yourself sitting next to a pond, still, silent, quiet, still. Even the sky above seems still, the stars shining brightly upon you. The moon exactly where she needs to be. The area around you is still. All you see is your reflection in the still pond before you. A reflection of you. A reflection of you being still. And in that stillness, receiving this stillness, this healing, knowing that every moment in the day, any day, that we find ourselves in stillness, we invite in this healing. And every day that you are in stillness, you infuse stillness within the world, within every human's mind and heart and body and spirit. So knowing that you are a conduit of light, a beacon of light, a way shower, a light worker, a hollow bow, an instrument of the Most High. So let us sit once more in stillness. If you wish, you can turn your palms up. Gently bring your hands to the place of your heart, Atma Anjali. Feel how the hands press into each other as they rest into each other. The thumbs rest to the sternum, And feel how the thumbs rest in to feel the heartbeat. Feeling your heart beating. Take a deep breath in. Press all your breath out. Let us take a breath in as one. Bow chin to chest and offering the space of gratitude to all beings of light, our spirit helpers, our angels, the great archangels, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, to Great Spirit. We thank you. Close your thumbs to the place of your third eye, honoring that space of your guidance that brings you here. And so from my heart to yours, may you always be blessed. Namaste. Just taking your time, hands to your knees. You can just be here for a while. No need to rush anywhere. Just take your time to become more aware of your physical self. Making sure all bits and pieces are back here so you feel yourself grounded. Feel the floor. Feel the physical form. You can wiggle your toes, your nose, your eyelashes. And just take a moment here just to be still for a bit. And so we're still going to draw us a card. And just hold into that moment of stillness. So the card it says prosperity on it. If you can see it. Prosperity, and it's a garnet. Garnet's indication of, well, being prosperous, actually, abundance. It's also very grounding and rooting. In the card, there is this, a vessel, if you will. It's funny because the vessel's all pixelated. It's not quite 100% there. It's almost like coming in. There's a lot of greenery around this vessel too. It looks like there's another vessel that's holding the garnets. And then there's a glass of wine, if you will. And it's out in a picnic. So there's this indication, if you will, to surround ourselves with something green. There's this indication too that what we are wanting, what our prosperity self yearns for, is coming into being. They're saying that it's important for us to appreciate everything that we have already and to focus our minds not on what we do not have, but to focus our minds on what is already surrounding us. So this idea of appreciation, when we see what we do have, when we shift the energy stream, the energy goes where the mind, well, the energy flows where the mind goes, right? So we shift our energy stream to what we have, to that place of being prosperous already. So it's asking us to shift our vibration, because what we're wanting wants to come into manifestation, if you will. But what's needed on a greater level is this heart healing and this growth. That's where the green comes in. Also necessary to ground ourselves, to root ourselves, and to also nourish our bodies. So if we're not nourishing our bodies, and when I say nourishing with high vibrational foods, but enjoying what you savor. So if you're eating something or drinking something, that mindfulness, don't be eating while you're driving, don't be eating while you're watching TV or playing on your phone, but to put all of that aside and to actually sit and enjoy your meal and be grateful for this meal. So you can even pray over thank you for this bounty and this abundance in my life. So it's this feeling that what we're wanting is wanting to come through, but it needs to be formulated. Once it's formulated, well, it'll be formulated more so when we shift our frequency from lack to prosperity. So if we shift our mindset, we can allow this to manifest in our life. And the way we do it is by being in appreciation and just savor the things that are already in our life. And they're giving us indication here. Let us start with a mindfulness practice, if you will, by savoring the nourishment, the nurturement that we eat or we drink. Really and truly enjoy it and see how it shifts your vibration on a physical level too, because when you're taking in food, if you will, but you're really appreciating the food, you lift the vibration of that food too, saying thank you so much for nourishing my physical form. This is a practice for us to put into place so that we can become these prosperous beings and really begin to ground that into our bodies and into our energetic fields, especially that mind space. It's important for us to ground that energy in. So let us nourish ourselves. And they're giving us clue here to nourish ourselves with food or things that we can drink as a way of really saying, I thank you so much for this bounty. May this nourish my body, and knowing that this bounty is always boundless. And while we're doing that, we're healing our forms, healing our physicality too, and then also shifting our vibration. So our mind's not just being wisped around. It's coming back to being grounded and rooted in this form. So we can start to shift our energy. If something doesn't, if you're thinking about something, find stillness and redirect your thoughts, not into the past. The past is done. There's nothing we can do about the past. It's only now. And of course, we can think about what it is that we want to manifest into the future, bring into being, that wants to come into being. When we shift our vibration, when we really take what we can, what we have right now, and appreciate it. So let us open our fridges and our cupboards and whatever we're going to eat. Let us really appreciate those basic things that we already have in our life. And what wondrous way to do this is by being in appreciation of our food. Because that's one thing we do have, right? If you're lucky enough to have food, right? Appreciate it, pray over it, thank it, even if it's just an apple, and you pray it and see if you can shift the vibration of that fruit or that food to a higher frequency within you so that your body can start to shift, because we are all also on this ascension pathway, but it's asking us to come into alignment. But we have to first be here on this earth in alignment before we can truly find that ascension well, for everything to be in alignment from our root, our earth chakra, from the earth herself, her chakra, through our earth chakra, through all our chakras, this alignment to our soul star, into our cosmic chakra, if you will. So it's asking us to really take care and appreciate our physical form by being grounded and rooted. So hopefully all that made sense. Again, from my heart to yours, may you always be blessed. Namaste.